Hello, this is Brian again. Welcome to clip number 2. So I'm about to cross a residential street and pick up the trail on the other side. This is where it starts getting a lot more overgrown too, from what I remember. So I think this is Syracuse Avenue. Okay. So let's see. Hopefully it's not overgrown with poison oak. So far so good. It's been years since I've hiked this. 8 or 9 years, I think. I hiked this once, 2013 or 2014. A lot of coyote brush, black sage. It smells very good over here. But this is one of those drainage canyons leading into San Clemente Canyon. I can see part of the park up there. Very fragrant trail. If you're into the black sage, there's a lot of it here. A lot of black sage. Ooh, those plants with those weird stalks. Those are the flower stalks of Dudleya pulverulenta, the Chuck Dudleya. So there's some Dudleyas up here too. And here's Cortaderia. It's called a pampas grass. I believe it's South American. And they're finding a pretty good foothold. Here's a species of Acmispon, or lotus. It's a type of a lotus. Genus Acmispon, I believe. I don't know the species. It's related to the deer broom. Oh, a scarlet firethorn bush. Most certainly not a native. So I believe this is in the genus Peracantha. I think this is Peracantha coccinea. I believe that's what this is. This is a very well developed, very large shrub. These are commonly planted in people's gardens and along highways and stuff. And in fall, they're pomes. Those little fruits right there, those are called pomes, like apples and pears. They turn brilliant red. So usually during the fall, they ripen and they're very attractive. Very nice looking garden plant. So it's where we start getting a little more overgrown. Not too bad. Still very extremely passable. And get a little bit of shade finally. And yes, poison oak has entered the chat. A lot of the poison oaks they're classified as winter deciduous shrubs and vines, but in very dry areas they will also shed their leaves during the summer. So they are also drought deciduous. So that's why you see their fall color, and a lot of the ones in the more protected wooded areas that are shadier, they'll light up the entire area in October in this beautiful red. But during the summertime in the drier spots, they'll do that too. So you get a little fall color during the middle of summer. And there's a little toyon tree, Heteromeles arbustifolia, likely trimmed that way to keep access possible here. Here's another toyon tree. They trim it like a tree. And here's the deep red monkey flower, Diplacus punaceus. And these little seedlings here, those are non-native Chinese flame tree, Coleruteria bipinnata. Likely bipinnata, but bipinnatas and paniculatas look kind of similar when they're when they have their seedling leaves. Just later on, bipinnata turns bipinnate. Bipinnata. So, this is coyote brush right here. This is Baccharis pillalara subspecies consanguinea. Pretty common in this area. Alternates with broom baccharis, a very, very close and very similar looking relative that also grows in these trail side areas. And then we got the large, beautiful Rus integrifolias, a good old lemonade sumacs. So this is a cool little trail to botanize. I gotta find out what species of acmispon that is. Really gotta find out. Could be a species of lotus, but I'm pretty sure it's acmispon. Acmispon used to be known as lotus back in the day. Alright. So yeah. This is a really nice canyon. I'm glad I'm able to share it with you. Now is wow. Yeah, this is an enchanted little spot right here, I gotta say. Very pretty. Lemonade sumac. Oh, and then we got scrub oak over here too. I never realized that there was actually scrub oak over here. And this is Quercus dumosa, I believe, the coastal scrub oak. And I remember one guy's channel I follow is Hike SD County. He pointed out this tree here when he hiked this area recently. He pointed out this tree that very much looks like an Engelmann Oak. So now that I'm here in the area, now I'm going to take a look at it myself. And it very much does look Engelmann Oak. This is actually a tree. It's not even a shrub either. The Engelmann Oaks are trees. This does appear to be Quercus engelmannii. Is it pure 100% DNA? Quercus engelmannii? That does remain to be seen, because there are lots of scrub oaks in the area, or scrub oaks here in parts of San Clemente Canyon, so this could have some hybrid DNA in it. The leaves tend to have more teeth on them than I would usually see with Engelmann Oak. So this could have Quercus acutidens in it too. This could have Quercus acutidens, the Torrey's hybrid scrub oak. Quercus acutidens DNA in it. It's possible. The leaves are definitely more toothed than I would expect on Quercus engelmannii, but it definitely looks like Engelmann Oak. Definitely has a lot of the characteristics of it, especially its arborescent habit, its tree habit. But I think that might have Quercus acutidens in it. So I don't think it's I don't think it's a full-blooded Engelmann Oak, but I believe Torrey's hybrid oak, Quercus acutidens, has Quercus engelmannii in it. I think it's Quercus engelmannii and Quercus Cornelius Muelleri, I think, are the two parents of the Torrey's hybrid oak, or Quercus acutidens. So this could be an arborescent Quercus acutidens, but it definitely has a lot of leaves that are Engelmann Oak. Like if you go on the other side, the Syracuse Avenue side of this canyon, the Syracuse Avenue side, up along that ridge I did on May 25th, you'll see a couple similar oaks that are shrubbier but taller than the other normal, quote-unquote, normal scrub oaks. The ones that I presume are Quercus dumosa. But so if Hiking SD County, if you're watching, thanks for pointing out that tree. Really glad I got to check it out, and I do think it has hybrid DNA in it, but we'll see. I think This is where we're going to watch out for poison oak along the trail. There's quite a bit of it actually back where that tree was. Little pieces of it sticking out in the trail, so just watch where you step. Getting pretty close to the park. I can hear the people playing around up there. But yeah, it's a beautiful trail. So I'm basically just filming the entire hike up here. Some more close poison oak contact there. There's a big group of people up there. I think one of the other biggest hidden charms is the sugar gum grove near the park, Eucalyptus cladicalix. Forgot how rugged this little finger canyon is. So the hidden eucalyptus grove in Standley Park is just up the hill. There's a lot of moisture still left here. So yeah, despite quite a few non-native plants in the area, there are a lot of. It's a pretty rugged canyon. So here's the Eucalyptus cladicalix grove right here. Beautiful tall trees. And of course we got the coastal sage scrub on the side of the hill. This is the place I first ever saw orange-throated whiptail as a kid. Was up here in this park. Look at those lemonade sumac thickets. Well, the park is just over there, but there's too many people around. Beautiful canyon. I feel like I'm in South Australia right now. These beautiful sugar gum trees. Not going to bother filming the park. It's an urban park. Wow. Beautiful trees. You get to see some of this marine sedimentary soil. Crazy. Very well represented over here. And then little big thickets of lemonade sumac over here. Wow. Gotta admit, these little finger or feeder canyons have a lot of cool stuff in them. There we got good old coastal sage scrub. Both sides of this here. Beautiful canyon. So once again, good looking out. Hike SD County for the tip on that tree. For some reason, I don't remember noticing it. The one time I hiked up and down this trail for some reason. I don't know why, but I seem to fail to notice it. But good looking out for pointing that guy out. There's a beautiful tree, that's for sure. Okay, so we're gonna head along back to the car. This was my planned out adventure for the day, and I'm glad I was able to take you guys along on this, because it is quite a beautiful little finger canyon here. And sometimes you find the coolest stuff in these little ravines that feed into the main area. Like, beautiful up close to these really thick trunk lemonade berries or lemonade sumacs. Just makes it very interesting here. And the very heavy presence of black sage here makes this a very fragrant canyon. So you'll definitely be enjoying the fresh air in this little ravine. And there's just so much coyote brush growing here too. That's the cool thing about it. Learn about your coyote brushes hiking through this canyon. So you do get a good education on the growth habits of coyote brush. Now we're hiking in the opposite direction, so maybe it'll look a little different. Love this little canyon. I'm glad I live near enough to strike out to this area pretty much whenever I'm off. There's an olive tree too. Such a beautiful little canyon. Really cool spot. I said, you just gotta be mildly cognizant of poison oak, because it does come close. It does grow on the side of the trail a little bit, so, but I wouldn't say you have to be extremely insane about it, like I am. But here it does grow in its big, huge thickets of shrubs here. That's all poison oak, and this dead branch here is poison oak. And again, here's the oak tree. Its bark's a little brown for what I would expect on Engelmann, too. But I think this is Quercus acutidens. But again, Quercus acutidens does have Engelmann Oak DNA. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut off this clip. I'll probably do one more clip on the way back. It's a pretty easy hike. It's pretty simple. It's not strenuous. Very minor elevation change, and you get rewarded with a beautiful eucalyptus grove at the end. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take some pictures. Might just cross-reference this with Quercus acutidens and Quercus engelmannii, and then I just want to take a closer look at this. So I'll see you on the next clip.